He's been following me around all morning. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? How you doing? Come on. No, now you don't want to. Now he's acting like he don't want nothing to do with me. What's up, bud? He's been following me around all morning, though. What's up? What's up? Poor fella. Out here in the wilderness. I'm sure he must belong to someone. Don't want to run him over, though. That wouldn't be good. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Cute little dog out there following me around. I just want to... He was running around under the trucks and stuff, so I want to keep an eye on him. He's over there now. Make sure we don't kill him, because we definitely don't want to do that. So, I am having a morning. Does anybody else have just crippling anxiety in the morning? Like you can't get out of bed because you're like, what is happening out in the world? I do that sometimes. I went on my buddy Will Burner's live stream last night. He's a good dude. I wouldn't say PTSD, that's taking it too far, but I get so much anxiety every time I go on someone's live stream now. The next morning I'm like, oh my god, what happened? And nothing happened. We just talked about trucking, that's it. But for some reason when I wake up, I get it in my head that all hell broke loose and it just chaotic and all that. But anyways, god, I could not get myself up today. It's about 2 hours later than I wanted to wake up, but I just laid in the truck and hiding back in the bed. I mean, hiding from the world for an extra 2 hours. So it's one of those days, and it sucks because literally nothing happened. But I remember the old days of when I would be home just getting drunk as hell and getting on live streams and just making a complete fool of myself, and I still live with the anxiety from that. I'm like, oh god. So but no, it was a cool talk. I've been trying to make it a point to talk to people smarter than me, people that have been there, people that are doing what I want to do, and we're making progress in that. Here's the general consensus. I talked to Stuart, if anyone knows Stuart the hobby trucker. He's got a small channel here on YouTube. I wish he would upload more. I really wish he would, because he does have information to offer people, actual information that I think is useful. But that's Stuart's business. But he's owned a few trucks, and then Will Burner's owned quite a few, and that's what I want to do with this, because this is a very manageable market still. If you don't have a ton of bills, if the truck isn't costing you a ton of money, and it definitely is a struggle right now, but I didn't have another way. I didn't have a down payment to put on a truck, but the general consensus amongst those two is truck prices are continuing to drop. My maintenance fund here is building quickly, so when those two things meet at a point where they make sense to pull out that maintenance fund, drop this lease, and go put a down payment on a truck, that's kind of what we're looking at. Of course, we would need, I would like at very least $5,000 more than what I need for a down payment for any kind of maintenance issues that come up with said truck. But that's at very least. It's all very scary to do, but that's the general consensus amongst these guys. Just keep letting those truck prices go down, keep building up that maintenance fund, and eventually those two things will meet, and everything will be a-okay, and we can start doing that. Because yeah, I was going sort of over numbers and stuff like that with Will Burner last night, and the reality is this truck, the truck payment, all the fixed cost, runs right around $1,500 a week, $6,000 a month. Right now, when you buy a truck, of course, you're still going to have truck payments, you're still going to have a lot of fixed cost, but those drop significantly. Especially the truck payment is the biggest one that drops. What's the truck right now? $650, so $2,600 a month. I mean, you can get that payment at least $600 cheaper. My International that I bought was $1,800 a month. So you're talking like an $800 savings per month just in that. And there's no such thing as, well, you can do your stuff a little bit different, but I always just had a business savings, right? And I would put whatever percentage it was into that, and that was responsible for covering any repairs, taxes at the end of the year, stuff like that. But you don't have like necessarily the 15 cent per mile maintenance fund. You just do it a different way. But the point is, This is all still manageable, I would say, because I'm managing an expensive lease. I mean, it's not always fun. It's real painful sometimes, but I'm surviving. I'm getting by. Obviously, when you're in a lease like that, it really, all it takes is one bad week to put you out of business. Like, you're just done. I am lucky that I work for a good company. They never do negative settlements, if that makes sense. I mean, it all comes out the same at the end of the day, but let's say there was a week I did $3,000, right? They just straight up did not charge me my fixed cost that week. They said, we'll collect it later if you have a good week. We'll figure it out. And they made sure that it was a bad week, guys. It was a bad week, but they made sure I got $500 deposited into my bank. Obviously, $500 is not what you want to make out here, but at least they won't put you in a position where you make nothing. You know, so the next week after that, we had a big week, $7,000 week. They took double the fixed cost to catch themselves up. I still took home like $1,800, I believe, if I remember correctly, and all was well. All was well. They're really cool like that, in the sense that they're not going to let you starve out here on the road. They don't see the value in killing their truck drivers, right? If that makes any sense. But we need to bring these bills down. That's it. That's it. So that's kind of where we're at. Will Burner said wait till like October, November. Then he was doing a little bit of math. I think he said I should have around $8,000 at my current rate that I'm running, around $8,000 in that maintenance fund. He said with prices dropping by then, and then it's possible that I could do something as far as buying a truck. I don't need the $75,000 Kenworth. I would be content with just starting out again. I'd take an international again. I mean, maybe I shouldn't, you know, but I'd be okay with the Cascadia. Just something a little cheaper to start the business, and then keep that running, and then hopefully, if I'm doing well, upgrade later. But anyways, that's where crippling anxiety came from this morning. is sitting around talking trucking. I always get so nervous after I do a live stream with someone, because I'm like, what happened? Nothing happened. So anyways, I'm gonna hit the road, guys. I don't know if this video will even go out today, because I got a really long day, but we'll figure it out. What's up, guys? I might have to back up off Fuel Island. This guy's been here since before I pulled in, and I fueled up, and he's still there. And I'm not the confront guy on Fuel Island guy, but I do have stuff to do. So I'll give him a minute or so before I start backing out. I don't know what he's doing besides just sitting there. But hey, we're doing all right today. We just fueled up one tank, 100 gallons almost exactly, 100.1 to top off, I guess, 100 gallon top off, and $356 spent on fuel. Of course, there is the discount that I get later, but hey, you know what? I think that'll be enough to get us there. 9 hours and 19 minutes left to drive, and 629 miles to go. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be real close. We're just going to get ourselves going, because I don't have all day. I really don't. Oh, wait. Is he going to go now? Yeah, okay. I think he got the message. Yeah, other people got stuff to do too. Imagine that. Of course, kind of my fault. I mean, this doesn't have an appointment. It's just get there by midnight. So me hiding in the sleeper for an extra 2 hours this morning, dealing with my mental health issues. Probably not the greatest approach to my day, but still would be cool if everybody went on about their business and got off of Fuel Island. That would be fantastic, but hey, we're rolling now. It's all good. So yeah, 2,000 pound load. So honestly, we're just running the truck at its governed speed, which is 72. We're doing great on fuel mileage, just because it's pretty flat land out here. You guys know, not a whole lot of hills, not in this part anyways. And
turn left on Valley Road, so then take the ramp on the right.
We can get away with running it faster. We're not going to murder our fuel mileage. Like if this was a 40,000 pound load, oh God, I would be killing my fuel mileage running like that, and definitely cut into the profit margins. But we're all right. We're all right. I love it. I'm having so much fun. Just hammer down, let her rip. I don't always drive like that because I try to conserve fuel, and normally things don't fall this way. You know, it's just how everything went yesterday. We ended up with this load last minute, and I was down
to I-59 north toward Tuscaloosa.
By the time I got the load, I was down to 1 hour and 45 minutes on my 14. So hey, you know, we got to run hard today to get it done. But I'm thinking about it. I need to get with my dispatcher later today because he said he'll be looking at the load board. As long as I pick up something by tomorrow and it's delivered by Tuesday at the latest, Tuesday afternoon, then I still get that on the next coming settlement. So we'll see how that all works out. We might just shut it down tomorrow. I don't know yet. Just depends if we can find a load, I guess. But right now the week's 5,400. I definitely like to see that higher. And we do have time on my 70 and time in the week to get something else done. But that just depends on if we can load it on Sunday or not. So I'll look into that. My recaps are looking good, so we can keep running. So we'll see how that all goes. We'll see how it all works out and go from there. But I'm gonna get on the road, guys, knock out some more miles, probably stop for a break here in a few hours or so, half-hour break, and then we'll let her rip for the rest of the day. That's what we'll do. So talk to you guys soon. Well, here we go again. Here we go. Our mad dash across the country. Just finished my break, got me some lunch, got me some chicken wings. I'm gonna tear those up. Oh, you're supposed to put the truck in drive before it will go. Is that how that works? First time. Anyways, we're doing okay, guys. 504 miles according to the GPS. It's being a little bit weird right now till we get to our destination, and exactly 7.5 hours to go. So boy, we are really going to be pushing it. We're going to be really pushing it on this one. But hey, we'll get her back out on the road. We've been running as hard as we can. As you can see, it's a little bit rainy. Not too bad out on the roads. There was one spot that got pretty rough, but other than that, not too bad. But the people in the cars are kind of panicking on us, kind of losing their minds. So it's caused for some slow spots along the way. But hey, you know what? We're gonna do this as best we can. We're gonna hope we make it, and you know what? If we don't, then they can have it tomorrow. That's the way this stuff goes. So I'll get a better gauge on it here in a little while, but we'll see if we're gonna make it or not. And that's kind of where we're at. But lucky for us, we were just creeping up here because Variant is well, Variant's backing like I do, having a lot of trouble hitting a wide open spot. So we've all been there. So they're doing their best. But our drive time has not started yet, so we'll just let him do what he's doing. And looks good to me. We're gonna hit it, and we're gonna get out on the road, knock out what we can, and then I still don't know about tomorrow. I think my dispatcher is just kind of waiting to see what I do. Are we gonna reload? Are we gonna just sit there till Monday? I wouldn't mind necessarily if we just had to sit. Of course, I'd like to make more money also. So it could go either way. I think that's a problem for us to solve tomorrow once we look at this whole situation. As far as what's left on the 70, how are the recaps looking? Did we make this delivery? All that stuff. So
turn right.
I'm not too worried about it. It's one pallet, so we get it there and they can just take this one pallet off. That's just the way it's all gonna work out. That's it. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get back on the road. I've already lost a mile apparently.
Turn left on McCashin Drive, then take the first right.
After my long trek across the pilot parking lot. So well, I'll get back to you guys in a bit, let you know how it's going. Well, what do y'all think? Think we're gonna make it? I am starting to lose hope that we're going to make it. We've got 6.5 hours of drive time left and 454 miles to go as we creep along in traffic at 15 miles per hour. Oh boy. I'm not sure we're gonna make this, so maybe I should just get a hold of dispatch and see if they can reschedule for tomorrow. I don't imagine it's a huge deal. It's one pallet, and this was the thing that could go wrong, that could ruin my entire day, and it looks like that just happened. So, oh man, trucking, huh? Trucking, am I right? whatever. We'll see what happens. I think I'll just get a hold of them and let them know, and that'll be that. Well, all you can do is laugh at times like this. This has been all day, ever since about south of Birmingham. I'm only like 35 miles from what do they call it, Nashville, and I have just been getting killed ever since Birmingham. This one looks like it's probably an accident. I don't know if you can see the ambulance off in the distance there. So that's no good. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, we knew it was going to be an issue when it was 860 miles yesterday, and I had an hour and 45 minutes left on my 14, but we were kind of hoping we could pull it off. And every one of these accidents and construction zones and everything that just keeps happening, we're screwed, man. We're screwed. And I am a little disappointed. So my dispatcher said he thinks the place is closed tomorrow where we're supposed to drop off. I don't know for sure. I looked on Google and it showed that they were open tomorrow, but I could call them in the morning. So I just shot him a text now while I was sitting here waiting and said, do you want me to notify the broker or do you want to do it? There's no way now. We got 4.5 hours left on our drive time and 329 miles to go. Even if I was to run 70 the whole time, that's 280 and a half. So 280, 290, 300, 315 with 329 to go. And that was if I was able to consistently run 70 all the way there. Even if my math's not completely right, I am not going to make this. It's just impossible at this point. There's no way it's going to happen. So I am screwed. Oh boy, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Everything this week has been like this mad dash to try to get money, because if it wasn't one thing, it was another, you know. And we're just simply not going to make it. There's just no way. I'm going 20 right now, and this looks like it's a pretty long backup with the ambulance up front there. So I imagine I will be sitting at some point up here waiting for an accident to clear out. Really frustrating. I don't know what else to say, man. It's hopefully they're open Sunday, but this is one of those things where I need to realize there's only so much I can control, you know. I got up, I ran as hard as I could. I ran as hard as I could yesterday, down to my last 10 minutes on my 14. Found a parking spot, and there's just no way around it. No way around it, no matter what. Now, if I was headed out west, if I was running out west with a 2,000-pound load, I would have crushed 700 miles easily. Easily, but I'm not out west, so I guess that don't matter. If and when and whatever, none of that matters. It all sucks. Everything sucks today, and I just can't wait for it to be over. Honestly, I would just shut down if I might. I might, if we're just gonna sit in traffic, I might just call it a day and move on with my life. Start over again tomorrow and see where we go from there. So anyways, that's my life today. I have been all over the air horn today. I hardly ever use the air horn, but there was a car that was sitting right next to a truck, right? This was before Birmingham. We were out in the middle of nowhere still. But excuse me, the truck was going like 63, so probably governed around that speed, right? Whatever, can't really blame the truck. But in the left lane, there was a car that was just pacing the truck, and I was getting so mad. I'm flashing my lights in their back window like, go, get around this truck. Then I'm honking my horn, and then I'm honking my horn some more, and then I'm just holding the horn, and it was super frustrating. And then like an hour ago, Sorry, I just saw a text pop up on my screen. My dispatcher already notified the broker, so that's good. Okay, that's good. There was a guy, though, that was weaving in and out of traffic, and it was traffic like this. Like, what's the point, right? But somehow he kept ending up right in front of me, and he would cut in on me before I could even see, like, the trunk of his car. Like, super close. So every time he did it, I would just lay on the air horn. Because, like, dude, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? It just, everything about it was just so goddamn annoying. Like, the whole day has been. It's been rain. It's been traffic. It's like, I know I should stop complaining, right? Things could always be worse. This isn't the worst thing in the world. I'll just try to deliver it tomorrow, and if they're not open, then I'll deliver it first thing Monday morning. We'll get back on the road and we'll make some more money. It's not the worst thing ever. It's just one damn pallet, you know. So, hey, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I hate when I'm late to stuff, and it's like two loads in a row now. And it's neither one's my fault, you know. The first one took 6 hours to load, 5-6 hours to load on a straight through run. And then this one we got late in the day, and there was just nothing I could do to save it after it all started to go downhill. So, whatever, man. I am getting tired. So, I might just look for a place to park, bang out the 300 miles tomorrow, especially if they're not going to be there. I don't anticipate us reloading tomorrow anyways. So yeah, I think I might just do that. I might just park as soon as I can and just call it. It's enough. Not here. I want to park where there's something, where I can get, you know, something to eat, something to drink, all that. So not here at the little truck station, because that would be horrible. But yeah, I might just call it. I might just call it. Every time I'm headed towards Nashville. Every time, man. Anyways, I'm just rambling now, so I'll leave you guys alone and I'll finish up this video here in just a little bit. All right. I'm done whining, so now I gotta start bitching, I guess. Today sucked, man. But before we do that, hey, let's give a big congratulations in the comments section, if you don't mind, to my good homie, my really good friend, Jana Kindred, or the Kindred Trucker, or my good friend that I don't know what she's calling herself these days, because we're so good friends. We're such good friends. No, I'm kidding. She's a great person. Let's congratulate her on getting to 1,000 subscribers today. I kind of helped with that last push. This is what we call preemptive clout chasing. I'll explain. Jana is going to be very big in the trucking YouTube space. I already know that. She's taken a lot of steps to improve her thumbnails, improve her titles, improve all her SEO, and that's going to help her go far, obviously, by itself. But I mean, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it or anything. Jana's hot, right? And she's very well spoken, very thoughtful in what she has to say, and she is going to do very well on this platform. So proud of her to see her stick it through and keep working towards that 1,000, because it has taken her a while, a lot longer than I thought it would take. But she's learning the YouTube process, and she has improved so much since the time I met her here on YouTube. So good job, Jana. I will try to pin at the top of this video in the comments a link to her channel, if I remember to do that, for those of you that don't have it. Let's get her 100 more if we can. 100 more subscribers, and kind of help her get her channel going on its way. And I call it preemptive clout chasing because she is going to be big. I really think that. So when she's 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be like, Jana, you remember that 6 subs I helped you get? Come on, don't forget about me now. And then I'll reap the benefits of her hard work. And that's how that's gonna work out. But no, seriously, Jana, I know you watch. Congratulations on getting to that 1,000. That's a big milestone here on YouTube. Very difficult to do. And even though it felt to you like it took a long time, you did it a lot faster than most people do. And I think your content just keeps getting better and better. I could have called you and said that, but I'm telling you on my video. She's excellent, guys. She's gonna do a lot of good things here in the trucking space as she continues to grow, and just in general. She's got a very bright future, I believe, and I have a good eye for these things. So I think she'll do well. So anyways, let me get to the point. Trucking sucks. Today sucked. Everything sucks. I didn't make it, if you can't tell by my, is this my angry attitude? I guess so. I don't get really mad. Like I've never been a guy that gets real angry, but I'm not in a good mood by any means today. I still had 2.5 hours I could drive, but I have 265 miles to go still. So we're in that 3 to 4 hour range to get there, and I just was not going to make it. I was thinking, okay, if I get within 2 miles of that thing, you know, the truck was personal use, but no, we weren't even gonna get that close, not even gonna make it. And it was super frustrating because we're like 300 miles of my day was just stop and go traffic. Like you'd run for like a few miles and then you're stop and go bumper to bumper with people. I was aggressive with the air horn today because people were just doing stupid shit today. And it was just, it took every bit of patience I had to just make it through. And I got through Nashville, north of Nashville, and there's a nice little truck stop up here that doesn't have a whole lot of parking spots, but it's not hard to park here. So I got here and just called it a day, and we'll just do it again tomorrow. Slight problems with that, I guess. My dispatcher is under the impression that this place is closed tomorrow. Maybe because Easter. Do we still celebrate Easter? That's crazy. That's weird. But he's under the impression that they're closed tomorrow, which they might be, but I told him I'm going to go there because Google Maps says that it is open. But I'll probably call them at some point when I'm on my way tomorrow morning and ask if they're open. But I do plan to go to their doors either way, unless they answer and say we're closed, which would be weird. Why is somebody there answering the phone if no one's there? That would be strange. But I plan to go there and see, and if that doesn't work, I'll find a nearby truck stop and we'll just deliver this one pallet Monday morning. And I mean, that's just the way it's gonna have to go. That's just the way it's gonna have to go. Whatever. I would have loved to have it done, had it done today, but this isn't the worst thing in the world. It could be a whole lot better because we potentially could have loaded tomorrow, but if it's a holiday thing and that's causing this place to be closed, then I imagine other places are going to be closed, and maybe we were just screwed for tomorrow anyway. So it sounds like no matter what, we're not reloading this truck till Monday anyways. We'll try. That's all we can do. I wouldn't say it was the worst week ever. 5,400 plus some detention, because that straight through down to Baton Rouge really screwed up the whole week. So oh well, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So we'll try to add some detention to that. We could have had a much better week. I would agree with that statement if that statement were to be made. But starting out Monday morning, we should be able to just get on the road. We'll be in Ohio. I mean, we can go anywhere from there, right? We could go anywhere from there. We'll be near Cincinnati. I'm about to just boycott the Northeast because nothing good ever happens when we go up there. Like, what's the fucking point? Why are we going to the Northeast? Every time I run up there, I end up getting screwed. Every time. So I'm about to just say, forget it. We're not going up there into Maine and Vermont and all this nonsense anymore. We're just not doing it because we get up there and then we end up like scrambling to find a load. What's the point? It doesn't make sense. So that's kind of it. I guess that's all I got to say today. I'm exhausted. Just today wore me out with all the bumper to bumper traffic for that many miles. Just crazy. So I'm going to sleep after I get this video uploaded. But last time I tried to upload a video from here, it took me like 4 hours to do it. So we'll see how this all works out. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Can you still hear me? All right, guys. I'll leave you to it. We'll see you for the next video. Bye now.